Just like I said yesterday, I was gonna get another 50 this weekend, and I ended up doing it the same night I made that video, so I got them both on now. That one's the new one right there. They both honestly kind of look new when you put them beside each other. This one doesn't look as dirty, really, when you compare it to a brand new one, but besides the point, I got the Marine Land just chilling over there. Still have to clean it. I didn't have time to do that yesterday, but I guess one thing is, obviously they're both same lengths. I actually took, except that one comes with 2 to make it longer. Obviously I'm going to keep it short because of the sand, so the sand won't get in it, but I took the extra one that came with that one and basically just replaced it on the old one, so both of them can have a new intake. So that kind of worked out nice. And then obviously it comes with Biomax. I didn't put any in here. I basically just took the same, actually just took the new bag that came with it, dumped the old stuff in a new bag, and then put the other Biomax that came with it, and then added it with it. So now I just have this huge bag of Biomax in this one, which I might change, I don't know, because this one's a little more, if I turn up all the way, the water level gets really high, and I'm afraid it's gonna drop water out again. So I probably have to change something because I have 2 big sponges in here, so it's kind of like clogging a little bit. And I have Kimmy Pier. That's mostly the main reason, is that Kimmy Pier. But yeah, so I think this one is still about the same. I still have also the sponge, which actually, talking about the sponge that came with it, I always thought this sponge, well, I'll say it's old now, but I thought it always was still white to this day. But once you compare it to a brand new sponge that comes with it, I should have showed you guys, it's insanely white. I've never seen a brand new sponge look that so good, but all my sponges are yellow, even after you clean them. But this one still has this bottom sponge, then Purigen, which I still put more in it, which now it's just a big bag of Purigen, so that's good. And then on top of the Purigen is obviously a huge bag of Biomax now. This one, obviously the new sponge below it, King Pure Elite, and then sponge. So obviously it's a lot simple filtration than when I had that filter. Honestly, I was able to have three bags of Kimi Pure when I had that filter, so it's gonna kind of suck. But Purigen is so good, and then the Kimi Pure bag I have in there, the max this filter will hold without it clogging is the treats 25 gallons. So that's the most, and I don't want to put 2. That's what I was gonna do, is put Elite and then Kimi Pure Blue in that one. But Purigen's so good. Both of these, it should clean this tank just well. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna lose clarity in this tank or anything. I mean, one of these filters will clean this tank perfectly fine. So obviously they both max will clean 50 gallons. So total, this thing clean. These 2 filters can filtrate 100 gallons, which it wouldn't, but for 40 gallon, having these 2 filters, it's as good as it gets, honestly. And if I would have moved this tank up more, which there's not much room anyways, it'd been kind of nice to have a bigger space back here, because honestly I wouldn't mind upgrading these again and putting 270s. That's honestly a little expensive and overkill, but I honestly was thinking about doing that, but then I realized I didn't have no room having a 70 and a 50, but I never knew how big the 110s were until I see them, took them out of the box. Those things are huge. Like basically 2 of these right beside each other. But tonight, you'll probably see a new video probably Monday, because I'm probably gonna have new fish. Probably have new fish, but they'll be the same fish, get more quarries like I said. And I want to get shrimp, but who knows? Nobody around here even sells shrimp. But so I have 3 quarries right now. I might get, I don't know. I also want to get 5 or 6, so I have like 10 in there, but I don't know. We'll see, or if I see some other fish that I really want that they have there. just to see what my local fish store has, but I guess that's really all. There's nothing else. This filter's kind of being a little loud, but that's kind of, I mean, after I've had all kinds of filters, it's not surprising that it's kind of loud at first. It'll eventually quiet down. Cause it's even loud when it's on the lowest setting. Cause right now I have it on the low setting. Cause if I put it on the high, it kind of raises the water, and I'm afraid it's gonna clog. So I'll just have it on low for now. But eventually, I want to. It probably won't happen this year. Who knows? But replacing that and getting one of those really small saltwater wave makers. But I don't know how powerful they are. Cause I don't want too much movement in this tank. Just because I don't have a center brace in it, and I don't want this tank like going real crazy with the water movement. Just because the cories have to come up to the surface, and it's kind of hard for them to swim 2 feet up to the surface already. So I don't want too much movement, so it kind of helps them. I eventually want to replace and get one of those like this. They have tiny ones these days that just magnet to the side, but I don't think we need to get too crazy. It's just a salt, I mean, freshwater tank, but we don't need that much movement. The plants, this plant's doing perfectly fine. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what a plant looks like healthy, but this one, I'm not sure what this happened to this one. I mean, I was gone with no light on this tank for a week, so that probably really affected the plants. But this leaf already had a rip in it, but they're kind of curling up. I don't know if that means, but I just have to wait and see. If they end up dying, I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, I don't have like, I know the light's powerful enough, but I don't have like nutrients in the substrate, so who knows. Everything's finally getting kind of settled. All the rock, like, once they're been like this for a while, they kind of just get glued together over time, so they just kind of, they won't fall apart as much, which is never fall. I'm surprised it hasn't fall over yet, especially that top piece. It's on there pretty good though, because I'm afraid when I do water change, I dump the water right in the middle. But I did say I wasn't gonna get another filter until like starting school, like November, somewhere around then. But then right now I was gonna replace the heater, but I decided to get the other filter. It's honestly really nice having 250s on here, matching filters. It just looks better. Filter's doing good right now, but I'll eventually get the Fluval M series filter. That thing's gonna look pretty sexy right there, but yeah, I guess a little longer video than I expected, but that's what's been going on right now. Yeah, comment, like, subscribe, and that's it.